What would you do if the man you trusted with your future was quietly gambling it all away? Our letter for today is from Alice. Dearest Candace, I don't know where else to turn, so I'm writing to you, hoping that by sharing my story, maybe I'll find clarity, or at least the courage to face what I've been afraid to admit. My husband is addicted to gambling. It's been 2 years of watching the man I love disappear into flashing screens, fake tokens, and a dangerous illusion of winning. What started out looking harmless has slowly consumed our savings, our marriage, and my peace of mind. It all began so unexpectedly. 2 years ago, I took our daughter to an amusement arcade. It was just supposed to be a fun afternoon. We ate cotton candy, played claw machines, collected tickets for silly prizes. She laughed so hard when she won a stuffed toy bigger than her. It was one of those simple mother-daughter memories I thought I'd cherish forever. But in one corner of that same arcade, there was a section I barely noticed at first. A row of sleek machines where adults gathered, focused, restless. These weren't regular games. They looked like mechanical racetracks, betting machines where plastic horses circled and flashing lights made victory feel only seconds away. To me, it was just noise, but to my husband, it was temptation. What I didn't know then was that those machines had a darker side. The players weren't only spending tokens, there were secret cash transactions happening right there. Regular players would buy winning tokens from others for money under the table. It wasn't just a game, it was gambling in disguise. My husband was hooked instantly. At first, he pretended it was just for fun, telling me, "Relax, it's nothing serious." And in the beginning, it seemed like that. He'd win small prizes, come home excited, like a child showing off a toy. But then the losses started piling up, and instead of walking away, he played more, convinced his big win was right around the corner. You know how these stories go? There are always more losses than wins, and every loss chipped away at our savings. We stopped putting money aside for emergencies. I noticed unpaid bills stacking up on the kitchen counter. The stress in my chest grew heavier with each envelope I opened. But it wasn't just our finances. His job began to suffer too. He works nights from home, which you'd think would be a blessing, time with family, flexible hours, but instead, mornings became his arcade time. While most husbands help with errands or spend time with their kids, mine slipped into neon-lit rooms chasing races that didn't matter. By the time his shift rolled around at night, he'd be exhausted, half asleep, barely performing his work. And I watched as everything around us cracked. I tried to talk to him gently at first, then desperately. I told him I was worried about our savings, about our daughter's future. His response still haunts me. He looked at me with cold eyes and said, "It's my money. Leave me alone." But it's not just his money, it's our roof, our child's education, our security. It's 2 years of struggle, fear, and watching the man I promised forever to waste away in flashing lights. I've begged, I've cried, I've reasoned. Nothing works. He insists he's in control, but I see it. I see how this has consumed him. Candace, I feel like I'm losing everything. I feel like I'm screaming in a room where no one listens. There are mornings when I wake up and wonder how we got here. How a simple trip to an arcade meant to bond with my daughter opened a door to this nightmare. I wonder if I should have noticed the signs earlier, stopped him before it went this far. But how could I have known? Now I sit here, exhausted. Part of me still loves him, still remembers the man who used to make me laugh, who used to dream about our future together. But another part of me is angry that he chooses machines over his family. Angry that he dismisses my voice as if I don't matter. Angry that I have to carry this secret alone, pretending everything is fine when inside I feel broken. It's been 2 years of silence, of pretending, of walking on eggshells. I don't know how much longer I can endure it. I don't know how to fix a marriage when the person I love refuses to admit it's even broken. So I'm asking you and everyone listening, what would you do if you were in my place? Would you keep fighting for the marriage? Or would you finally walk away from a man who refuses to change?